Hi guys, welcome to Vlogmas Day 20. We made it to double digits. I was so excited when we made it to double digits, and now we've made it to double digits, the big 20. If you're new here, hi, hello, how are you? My name is Gina, and you are joining us in the middle of Vlogmas, where I am doing 25 days of videos for the holidays, for you guys, 25 consecutive days, and we've made it to day 20. And I'm sad, I'm actually sad there's only 5 left. I can't believe it. It has gone so incredibly fast. But yet, in a way, it hasn't. So if you are returning, thank you so much. I love you guys. Mwah. Thank you so much. I know it's a lot of videos. I remembered yesterday's video, I forgot, but I remembered to grab myself a cup of tea for this. Today we're doing blueberry sage, which smells amazing. Like, if you smell the tea bag, it's just amazing. And the tea smells really good too. And it actually tastes like blueberry. Highly recommend this one. I've been sampling a bunch of different teas lately. So yesterday I had, I think it was cinnamon horchata, and that's excellent. That is excellent too. It's all these yogi teas. I know it's cut off at the top there, but that's what it is, yogi teas. They have a lot of nice herbal teas that I like. So, all right. Every single day we've been adding to our advent calendar, and we have another nice one to put on. It's one of my favorite. I say that every time, don't I? It's one of my favorites. Well, it is. It really is. It's an owl, a snowy owl. I don't know if there is such a thing as a snowy owl. I feel like there is. I think I've heard of snowy owls before, but he is white. So we are calling him a snowy owl, and he is day 20. So let us see where he goes. I assume, of course, on the tree. There's an empty area here where one could potentially go. Yep, that's where he goes, right there. And there, he fits on there good. Oh, so cute. Right up there near the top. Our beautiful snowy owl. You know what I discovered yesterday after I was done filming yesterday's video? So remember, it was the badger yesterday? You see? Okay. This piece touches the tree, and I just realized there are berries, these same berries that these animals are eating, like here on the guinea fowl here. It's the same berries that are on the tree. Now there's also ornaments on this tree, but there are berries, mostly berries. Or maybe they're all berries. Although these with the lines in them look like ornaments. But anyway, so cool. He's either adding them to the tree, well, we'll say that. He's giving to the tree rather than taking from the tree. But so cute. Oh, our one here that likes to fall off has fallen off again. Our little red squirrel. He just wants to be the center of attention all the time. There. All right, snowy owl is day 20. All right, so now on to today's video. But first a sip, another sip. Okay, so as I said, it is day 20. We're running out of days. There's only 5 days left of this, and I have so many more videos I wanted to do, but there's just not enough time. So in this video, I am combining 2 of the things I wanted to do. So the first thing we're doing is we're chopping and propping my Manjula Pothos, which I do every single year. So we're doing that. And then second is we're going to repot some cacti. So, and succulents. So I have one cacti that has been sitting in the nursery pot for months, since summer. I want to get that one into a really cute planter I picked up at the thrift a while ago. You've seen it. You should recognize it. So I want to do that one. And then also, when we just went shopping, I just got the baby toes succulent, and I got the, oh, what is it called? Stapelia. That Stapelia. I want to get those potted, get them out of their nursery pot and into some cute pots. And then finally, and most importantly, I want to put my Dischidia one stripe into that gorgeous McCoy sand dollar vintage planter that I got from Jen and Lynn. So that is the goal for this video. So kind of a little bit of plant chores, but fun stuff. It's not chores. Technically, I guess it's chores, but it's so much fun that I hate to call it chores. So I think we're gonna set up over here by the tree because you know what? It's festive. We're just gonna do it over there. And yeah, let's get dirty. Okay, so before we start working on this stuff here, this repotting, I wanted to do the chop and prop the Manjula Pothos stuff first. So I actually did this yesterday, and you're gonna see pre-recorded video of the whole process, pretty much the whole process of chopping and propping my Manjula Pothos. I have done this in the past. I have a whole video showing, like, dedicated just to chopping and propping Manjula Pothos, so you can always go back and watch that. But this is something I do every year. Typically, this is a little later in the year than I usually do it. Usually I'll do it closer, like September, October. So Manjula Pothos is one of those plants that kind of goes through ugly phase through the winter. I don't know why. It is my only pothos that does that, although I seem to remember my snow, what's it called? It's the really white version of, oh, I can't even think of the name now. Snow Queen, I think it might be Snow Queen. I feel like that one also kind of goes through that change, the ugly phase through the winter. I have no idea what causes it. It probably has something to do with not just colder temperatures, but maybe watering changes. Like maybe it just gets too much water. Like in the summer, it's warm and bright and it uses up all the water I put in it. But then in the winter, when it gets cooler and less light, it doesn't use as much water. And so I have a feeling it has something to do with that, because I don't know what other reason there would be for it to do that, to just go through this ugly phase. So what happens is that the leaves start to yellow and brown, they fall off. So anyway, watch this video and see the steps, see all that is involved with chopping and propping. So here is our not so pretty looking Manjula Pothos. You can see the browning, crispy leaves and just the yellowing of the leaves and the bare stems where leaves have fallen off. So I've let it get pretty far along in its ugly phase. Like I said, normally I chop it earlier, but for some reason I just never found the time to do it. So here you see, I am whacking away at it. I am basically going to remove all of the growth you see here. Pretty much all of it. So what I wanted to do was this year I wanted to chop it up like this and then just start the whole plant over. And I had 2 beautiful propagations of this plant that I made from last year, and they were sitting on there. Right near me there is a lighted shelving unit with a bunch of plants on it, and that whole shelving unit came down with spider mites, and the 2 beautiful 4-inch pots of Manjula Pothos that I had on that shelf were infected pretty bad, pretty heavily. And I was just so overwhelmed with all the pest the whole pest situation that I ended up just throwing those away. I just did not have the like mental capacity or the physical strength to try and eradicate the spider mites on that one. So I figured this year I would just propagate this plant again like I usually do and start the plant over. So here I am washing. I have cut all of those stems you saw that I was chopping away at. I cut them each into like 1 or 2 leaf. Some are 3 leaf, 2 nodes like this here. And so they're all chopped up and I put them in this bin and I am just washing them just in case there might be some spider mites that made their way to that plant. Now this plant was hanging quite far from that shelf that was infected, but you know what? I don't trust that. Spider mites crawl and you know, they could have accidentally gotten on me and I brushed against one of the stems of the Mandula, and so then that plant could have become infested. So this plant the mother plant was treated for pests, but also this is an extra precaution. I did not see any pests on it, but yeah, I'm not taking any chances. So that is just water and Castile soap in there, and then I did spray each of the little cuttings with my DIY pest spray mix. And then here they have been rinsed. They've all been rinsed and I am just setting them on this towel to dry out before I pot them up. This is why I did all this process the day before filming this video, because it takes time. It takes time for the plants to completely dry out and also for those cuttings to callus. And yeah, I didn't want to do too much in one day as far as trying to get this filmed. So each of these, they're being separated, they're being laid out on this towel, plus another towel I have to get because there's just so many cuttings here, and these will dry out for the rest of the day. Okay, so this here is several hours later. I had to go to the post office. We went to some thrift stores and I got some awesome stuff, by the way. Can't wait to share that with you guys. But so here I am potting up all those cuttings. They're all dried out. And I think I started out putting 8 cuttings per pot. And then as I got to the end, I kind of ran out. So the first, I would say 8 pots has about 8 cuttings per pot, somewhere around there. And then the others were like maybe 4, about half that amount, which the pots with 8 in them were pretty darn full, probably too full. I probably shouldn't have done that, but yeah, they're calloused. The cuts are calloused and I'm just able to put them right into my dry aeroid soil mix, and then once all of them are potted up, then I will water them all, get that soil all wet, and then they go into the grow tent. So by the time I was done with this, it was pretty late. The grow tent lights were out, so I filmed today. Today we're going to go into the greenhouse and look at exactly how they are looking. Alright, so here is how they are looking the next morning. We have lots and lots of pots, lots and lots of pots of Manjula Pothos. So yeah, hopefully they will grow nicely for us, and in a few weeks, couple months, in the spring, these will be ready to sell. Okay, so now the first thing I want to do with this repotting, I want to do the Dischidia one stripe first. And this is the one that is going into this beautiful planter that I received from Lynn and Jen. Jen picked this one out. They both sent me a planter that they each picked out. And this is the one that Jen picked out. So what is going into this is my beautiful Dischidia one stripe. She's quite long and in a pretty tiny pot here. So I think it's time. I think it might be time to up-pot her. I am going to wear gloves because this plant lives in my office. And if you know, you know, I've been having thrip issues in that office. And there is a chance, I don't remember if I did or not, but I might have put systemics in this pot. So just to be safe, I'm going to use gloves because I don't want to be touching those chemicals. The systemic granules are, you know, they're kind of my last ditch effort with getting rid of pests, with trying to get rid of pests. I don't like using the chemicals. It's not good for us. It's not good for the environment. But sometimes you have to do what you have to do. All right. I don't want to mess with the roots too much. Actually, I don't want to mess with the roots at all. So the soil that is going into this is my chunky, it's just my typical aeroid mix that I use for Hoyas. I use for basically all my plants except for succulents and African violets and cacti. They get their, what else? Oh, of course, pinguiculas. They get their own kind of special soil. Not kind of special, it's definitely special. And yeah, I don't think I'm going to put any sort of extra, definitely not going to add systemics to this soil because right now my pest treatment of choice is to do beneficial nematodes and Pure Crop 1. Which seems like so far so good. I feel like, well, I haven't seen any more thrip larvae in my office or anywhere. And so I feel like it's definitely working. This should go really fast. You know what? I just thought of something. I forgot I need to bring up my, I need to go get some, gosh, this is so long. I must have had it wound around because this was not that long before. I must have had it wound around somehow in that little pot. I don't know. Let's see if I can wind it a little bit here. What I need is my little pins, my little propagating pins to pin these stems down to the soil. All right, it's not going to cooperate, so we're just going to leave it. You can see just how long this is. Look at this. Quite long. Somebody needs to do some propagating or pinning. Definitely, I think I'll try pinning because, yeah, I think I already have some propagations going of this plant in my grow tent. All right, so that one is done. We're going to get that one out of the way. I'll show you it when we're all done, so you get some, you'll get some close-up looks at it. So we're done with this soil. I'm not using this aeroid mix for what we're going to be doing next. What we're going to be doing next is, I think we're going to do this one first. The name of this one will be on the screen because I do not remember what it is called, but it is a type of cactus. Love the ball shape on this one, and I kind of wanted to put it in this pot right here. I think it will fit in this pot. So do you guys remember this? We picked this up at the thrift store, or I picked it up at the thrift store. I don't think it was on one of our adventures together, but yeah, I kind of want to put it in that. Originally, I was going to put it in the star-shaped one, but I'm thinking I'm thinking the Dischidia is going to go in this one. These are those real cute star-shaped ones that came from Walmart. Unfortunately, when I got this like, it was in clearance when I got this one, and it had a star-shaped saucer to go with it, but there were no more left at the store, unfortunately. So I have no saucer for it. However, there is, underneath this label here, you will see that it does have these drainage stoppers. So when I do water the plant, I can always just open that little stopper to drain the excess water. There's also another little sticker in here, which I don't know if it will easily come out. And this is terracotta, if I didn't mention it. So this is a very breathable. All right, gloves are coming off. The gloves are coming off. I gotta try and get this sticker out. Yeah, it'll come out. Just another, oh, it's a security tag. Do people really try to steal these? That is so bizarre. Okay, so let's see here. This is my soil for this one. So this is, I think the brand is Black Gold. I think that's what it's called. It's cactus and succulent soil. And then I add perlite to that. So that is what we're going to use. It is a very dry mix, very dusty. It's probably going to make me cough because this stuff always makes me cough. I hate that. And oh, we're going to do this one. We're going to do Dischidia in the star. So let's put that one there. Now let's put this one here because that's the one I think I'm going to put in there. Okay, so I'm going to wear gloves for this too. Just because I don't know what these stores put in their soil, and just to be safe, just in case there might be some systemics in there or something I don't want to touch, I'm going to wear my gloves. Oh, that's what I was saying earlier. I need to go get my top dressing for this stuff. So this one has a top dressing on it right now. It's these little rocks here. See this? This is, if you remember, this is Dischidia asterius, and this one gets these amazing big flowers. Kind of like they're kind of related to the lifesaver cactus, the Huernias, similar to that. And the flower shapes are kind of similar to that. And apparently the flowers are real stinky. Apparently. I've never smelled stinky on my flowers that I've had. So there are the roots. I know it's far away. So that should go in nicely there. Maybe a little bit more soil. So there is a lot of perlite in this, mixed in this with the cactus and succulent soil. You know what? I might reuse some of this because it's really rocky and kind of cool looking soil. So I'm going to put some of that back in there. Plus it's a little bit damp. And I don't plan to water these guys at all not until my next day probably not for a month, because I just watered them. I just watered them last week or a few days ago. So I'm not planning to water them again for a while. Especially not in the winter. I don't water nearly as much in the winter as I do in the summertime. All right, so the rest of it, so there's how it looks. And then the rest of it, I will put some top dressing on this, which I need to go get. But let's do this other stuff first, and then we'll do the top dressings. Make sure that's not dirty. So we don't get dirt on my carpet. Okay. Okay, so like I said, I do not remember the name of this one. The name will be on the screen. I feel like it starts with an S, but I can't remember. I think, let's pull it out and let's look at how these roots look. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna plop it. So here's what they're looking like. I know it's far away. I think I'm not gonna mess with the roots at all. I'm just gonna plop it right into this pot. And this soil, once again, is already kind of wet. And I don't want to, it kind of just perfectly fits. We'll just put a little bit of this soil on the top of it. But I need to leave room for my, you know what? Let's do this. It's a little bit too much at the bottom there. I want this to sit a little lower. And we'll just put a little bit of this perlite mix on it. And then I'm gonna leave the rest of the room for top dressing. So that one is done. That was really fast too. Look how cute. I love this pot too. I love the Southwest design on this pot. Really nice. All right, and just one more. It's going really fast. I'm gonna put this Stapelia name tag back in here. Oh, it just broke. It's very fragile. There, okay. And then finally, we have these baby toes. These, I think they're conophytums, I think they're called, which I love the conophytums. I'm kind of obsessed with them at the moment. Yeah, I want to get, if I'm looking for more succulents right now, I want to get more conophytums. And I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but yeah. So this, I think, looks adorable in this round, super cute pot. Where'd this pot come from? This is Front Range. I think I got these on Etsy, pretty sure. But they make some nice, different shaped, nice terracotta pots. This one is not them. This was someone else on Etsy. So, okay, so let's pull this one out. This one's really dry. There's how the roots are looking. It's got lots of roots on it. Very rooted. Just want to see how it will sit in there, how much soil I need to put in. Not a lot. Like, I think I'm just going to put a little bit at the bottom of the pot. And then set that right on. Oh, you can't, can you see? I'm sorry. I need a 2-camera setup so you can see everything. And then I'm just filling in dirt all around. Now this one, like I said, it looks pretty dry, but I'm gonna let it go until my next watering with everything else, even though it's pretty dry. The leaves on this one are not wrinkled, and when it's thirsty, they get wrinkled. I think baby toes are so cute. Now I'm looking at it and I'm wondering if that's up too high. No, it's okay. I'll still be able to get my top dressing around there. I think that's pretty good. And then I'll put a little bit, I have to go get my top dressing, like I said. But yeah, let me go get that and then we'll finish these up. Okay, I am bringing you in for some very, very close work here. So this here is my box of different top dressings, different colors. Oh, Nikki's here. I don't know if you're gonna see him or not. I think he got interested in the sounds that we're making here. Anyway, so we have this top dressing here, which is, kind of has like green color to it, green and white. So there's that one. And then we have, this is one of my favorites. It's just kind of a very natural color, kind of almost like a terracotta color to that one. So we can possibly use that one. I'm going to leave that one there because I tend to use that one a lot. And then we have this one here, which is also pretty, it's got some green in it. It looks like lava rock maybe in there also. So that is an option. Oh, and there's not much of this one left. I never refilled it. I use this one a lot too. Just a nice light color to this rock here. I wish I would have refilled it. I didn't. And here is a nice dark, very dark color, which actually might look nice with this one. Plus I have a lot of it, so that is a reason to use it. Oh, and then we have pink, some pink, and a little sample in there, but some pink rocks, polished rocks. I have used that before. And then we have, these are kind of a purple and green, more polished rocks. You can see I don't use these quite as much. I go more for the natural colors. And then we have, oh, I think this is just green dolomite. I believe this is left over from when I was doing my own Lechuzapan mix. Oh, and this is nice. I'll probably use this. I think I might use this. I think I want a lighter color for this, possibly. Okay, so we're definitely going to use this one. I'm going to use it on this, on the Stapelia. So let's just fill it in. I like using top dressing just because it just looks nice. It kind of gives your plant just a nice finished look. I think that was all the, oh, there are more things in here. I thought that was it. The rest of these containers are not opened, but this is just sand. This is just like white sand. So anyway, I use that with my lithophs. So just fill in around it. Makes it look nice, gives it a finished look. Also, it's good. It keeps away fungus gnats, supposedly. Although I've seen fungus gnats still making their way into pots with top dressing. See how pretty that looks? It just has a nice finished look to it. So lovely. Done. That one's done. Now, this is too chunky. The grain size of this rock is too chunky for, definitely for this one, because I don't have a whole lot of space to work with on this one. So I'm going to use, I think I'm going to choose this one here. It's a nice small grain size, and I like the color of it. So for baby toes, we have this one. Not a whole lot of room to work with there. And then when this top dressing gets wet, it also gets a darker color. But isn't that pretty? Aren't these guys just so pretty? I just love them. beautiful colors. This light green and the terracotta is just, this is perfection right here, in my opinion. All right, let's see if we can like kind of save some of that. All right, and finally, for this guy, I kind of want to use something different. Let's see, which one of these? Got this as an, you know what, maybe this lighter color. I think I have enough, just enough left to, that it would work on this. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do this one, because there should be just enough left here. Oh yeah, plenty. I think that'll do it. I think that's it. That's all we have room for. Cute. See, top dressing just gives it that just extra little pizzazz. And I like pizzazz. Do you guys like pizzazz? Oh, but we don't want my hair in there. We don't want that kind of pizzazz. All right, so that's it. That's done. All right, well, that's it. That is all our hard work. Our hard work is done. I'm so glad I got these done. And I'm so glad I got to bring you along to do these things with me, because it was on my list of one of these, well, 2 of these Vlogmases were gonna be these things. So we had to combine them because we're running out of time, but that's okay. It was fun. It was so fun to do this with you. I hope you enjoyed it. Potting things is one of my favorite things, because it's just so fun. It's like a stress reliever. Who needs tea for stress relief when you have plants to repot? No, is it just me, or do you guys feel like I gotta get another sip? Or do you feel like doing stuff like this is kind of a stress reliever? It's just fun. It's just fun. That's why I don't like to call it plant chores, because to me it's not chores. I only call it plant chores if, like on my YouTube, if I'm trying to, like, people search for plant chores. People enjoy watching plant chores, so that's why I put it in there. But to me, a chore is not a positive thing. It's not a good thing. But doing this stuff is. So aren't these just so pretty? I'm really into succulents and cacti right now. I go through phases where different times of the year, my focus is on different plants, and it always seems like in the winter time, it always goes to the succulents for some reason. I don't know. And then let's not forget this beautiful Dischidia one stripe that I still need to pin up. I still need to wrap around here somehow. Yeah, it was definitely wrapped around that little pot before. But I just think it looks so pretty in this darling vintage McCoy planter from Lynn and Jen. There, that's kind of okay, right? Yeah, so. All right, you guys, that is gonna do it for this one. Thank you so much for hanging out with me to do this work, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video, Vlogmas Day 21. It should be fun. So yeah, have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.